Facebook, what's going on? It's yours truly, Nick, with a checking in with you today, man. Hey, I'm gonna let Facebook do its thing. As always, let y'all know that we are live. But I'm always coming forth, trying to share some information, trying to give you a perspective to understand why do I talk about money so much? Why do I talk about wealth? Why do I talk about these strategies? But I got a topic for you today. I won't be before you long, so as you jump on, y'all know the deal. Drop your city, drop your state, and as always, please share because somebody out there needs to hear this information. Christian, got you, man. Y'all know I'm tuning in out of the great state of Georgia, down in the dirty South. It's a beautiful day. But listen, now that I got some people jumping on, that's letting me know that Facebook is doing this thing. So check this out. If we're supposed to be going to school to learn, why is it that they're not teaching us about money? Because I've been to school, right? I've been to school. I got a high school diploma, thank God, right? But listen, I've been to school. I've taken math, I've taken English, everything, right? I'm not a scholar, academic scholar or whatever you call it, honor grad or whatever. But I did what I needed to do to graduate, right? But I don't ever remember them talking about money. They didn't ever teach us about money, right? Even in math, all the hard math problems and the equations. And if you can relate, hey, man, give me some hearts, give me some likes. You can even drop your experience that you had in school, right? Or share some feedback as to why you may think they don't teach us about money in school, right? Even in today's age, our kids are going to school now or getting ready to go back to school, here in the next month or so. They don't teach us about money because that's the way the system is set up. They don't want you to learn about money, right? The government has control over what's being taught in the schools. Think about it. The government controls everything. So if the government can control your mindset on what you learn in school, when you graduate from school, guess what? You're going to have no clue about money. Miss Alice, thanks for jumping on. You're going to have no clue about money when you start working your job, right? Because the way the system in society is set up is you go to school, get a job, go to college if that's the direction you go into, and then eventually you start in your career, and at no point, at no time did you learn about money. And that's the reason that so many people lack financial literacy. Irene, I got you, sis. That is the reason that so many people lack financial literacy. That is the reason that so many, when I say so many, I'm talking about millions. That is the reason that millions and millions of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Right? Modesto, California in the building. I got you. But listen, why is it that 85% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? Could it be that they weren't taught about money going to school? So if you're not taught about money going to school and you don't have wealthy parents who understand and know money because they too followed that same system that you are following because it's duplication, then nothing is going to break that cycle and then you're going to pass it down. So that's why it's so important, and that's why myself, I share this information, I share this opportunity, I share these strategies because they weren't taught in school. And they weren't taught in school for a reason, because the middle class, those who are working jobs, and guys, I'm not bashing jobs at all. Be grateful for your job, just never satisfied, right? And what we have to know and understand is that if they teach us about money in school, you're going to have a lot more people who are going to be prone to becoming business owners and entrepreneurs versus people going and diving into corporate America. That's why there's a smaller generation of people who have elected to go outside the box, right? I mean, it's a fact. I got it. There are some people out there with some great jobs, right? Yep, you're making 6 figures a year, but you're also paying 30% in taxes. You make 100,000, you're paying 30,000 in taxes unless you have a business and you have a way to be able to write off your lifestyle, right? So this is not something to say, hey, working a job is a bad thing. This message is to show you, hey, you follow the system in school. If you continue to follow the system that they taught you, which is not about money, of course, then you're going to always struggle, right? And even if you're not struggling right now, at some point, because you lack the knowledge when it comes to financial literacy, you are going to end up coming across a situation that you're not going to really know how to deal with. Or you may end up passing debt down to your kids. Or, you're not going to understand when it comes to investing. Or, you have to somehow, some way find a way to write off your lifestyle. Somehow, some way find a way to legally lower your taxes. But if you're not being taught that in school, I don't blame you. I wouldn't know how to do it either. James, I got you, man. But just think about it. Think about it. The system is set up for that purpose. They have to keep more people in corporate America because the government is able to control your taxes, right? They're able to control what happens with your paycheck. I got it. There are a lot of people out there that, hey, man, Nick, I don't want to risk nothing. I'm completely comfortable with working my job because I know it's guaranteed. Well, this pandemic should have shown all of us that nothing is guaranteed, right? When a business is losing money, hey, James, absolutely, man. Thanks for jumping on. When a business is in position to lose a ton of money, perfect example, Starbucks. Well, hey, we're about to lose a bunch of money. I'm just going to shut down some stores. I'm going to let some people go. That way, Starbucks can still stay afloat, right? So we have to understand and know that if I don't do something different outside of working my job, think about it. You work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Some people are putting in 50, 60 hours a week. I don't know. But think about it. If you're dedicating all that time, yeah, your paycheck may be a little bit bigger, but when the government says, hey, wait a minute, this guy's over here putting in overtime, we got to tax that. So start a business. You see the link above? Hey, it's time to get paid. It's time to get paid from a business because businesses are taxed less than those who work a job, a W-2, right? Cut out the liabilities. Employees, that's exactly what they do. But when you build your own economy and you learn how to focus on your own economy, when things go wrong in the economy, it's not going to affect you as much, right? It's still going to affect you somewhat, but believe it or not, I did a post earlier, and there's going to be 3 types of people that are going to be created during this pandemic: millionaires, billionaires, and witnesses, right? So if we're not willing to make that investment, I got it. There's going to be some people that's going to jump on this live and say, man, nah, there's Nick. He's talking about money again. He's talking about that business opportunity that I can get started in for less than $30. But nah, I'm cool, man. I'm going to go ahead and go work my job. I'm going to continue to overpay taxes. I already see that, I gross and I net. There's a big difference. But hey, I really don't want to do nothing about it. Cool. Hey, this live is not for you. This live is for people who are looking and willing to change their situation financially. Because your situation is not going to change no matter how much you pray about it. Faith without works is dead. I'm not going to get into preaching, but we got to understand that. I speak from the heart and I speak on passion because what we have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you stick to what has happened, right? You continue to follow, Miss Brenda, I appreciate you jumping on. If you continue to follow what school has taught you, which is not about money, you will never know about money, nor will you have any money. And when I say that, that's not coming from a I'm better than you perspective. I did not know this information either until a few years ago. Now I know that by owning a home-based business, I can write off my lifestyle. I can legally write off my taxes, lower my taxes. I can have the government pay off my debt because they got me into debt. Right? I play by the rules of the wealthy. And you too, you can, right? So if you see this on my page and you're following me and you jumped on here, hey, do me a favor. First of all, drop your city and drop your state because I always like to see how far my broadcast is reaching. Hey, but click that link above. right? Click that link above so you can start learning what they're not teaching in school when it comes to money, and start learning why it is so important to start learning about money now. I don't care how young you are, nor how old you are. Everybody must understand and know the rules of the wealthy. And understand that you can become a business owner today for less than $30. I'm not talking about a $1,000 investment or a $500 investment, not even a $100 investment, right? Richmond Hill, Georgia, El Paso, I appreciate y'all. But listen, the best investment you can ever make is in yourself, right? And what we have to understand is that if you want to stay in the box, cool. You'll continue to struggle. You may not be struggling today, but hey, when another pandemic comes, because we're still in this one, you'll see. You'll see. So this message is for people who are open and willing and to learn the rules of the wealthy, apply these strategies, and change their lives. I mean, the testimonies are crazy with what people are able to do. Average people, right? We aren't special people. Doctors, lawyers, teachers. I mean, hey, you know, we are grateful for what we do and what we accomplish, but I'm just the average cat, right? So listen, make that investment in yourself, man. And y'all know the deal. If you catch the replay, drop your city, drop your state. And as always, man, please share this video. Tag a friend that needs to hear this message. Somebody that does not know about money. Somebody who's open to learning about money and taking back control of the economy, man. It's yours truly, Nick Woodard, checking in, man. I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all have a blessed one. And let's get to work.